In this video, I'm going to walk through the old way Facebook ads used to work versus the new way in 2026. So you guys can actually start getting the results you want. Here's just a few screenshots I have. Company spent 25 grand. They had a 2.79 ROAS. This company spent 23 grand at a 3.79 ROAS. This one spent about 100K USD, actually over, and they were just slightly under a 2 ROAS, which their goal for profitability is much lower than that. So all that to say, this is how you actually run successful Google ads. And it starts with the old way and the new way understanding of how Facebook ads actually targets users. And once you have that down, you'll understand that creative really is the targeting. So I'll show you a couple examples of good creative going through these practices and aligning with the new way. And essentially that's why they're able to scale. That's why they're really big brands. So let's talk real fast about the old way Facebook ads used to work. So everybody used to be, all the OGs out there who run Facebook ads were fully aware that Facebook ads used to work this way, where the way you target a prospective customer is you set up the targeting at the ad set level, right? So these are people who like specific pages. These are lookalike audiences. These are different interest demographics and groups. And you essentially target them, and then you try to get creative matched to them. Based on that targeting and my perception of who I'm going to be targeting off of that list, here's the type of ads I want them to see. And if your targeting was good enough, you would get a good click-through rate, and it'd reinforce this idea that, hey, this is the right targeting pocket. And then they'd convert, and then that further reinforce. And that's how you would scale your ads. But it was all tied to your ability to target. And so your retargeting audiences, your lookalike audiences, your interest group audiences, so many people had layers and layers of audience targeting. But again, they didn't really understand what worked. And it was very, very manual and tedious. Well, again, this has been this way for a while now. Things have been this new way, but primarily under Andromeda. This is how Facebook actually disseminates ads to individuals, right? And this is how they show up on their feed. Now what they take is the advertiser's ad, right? And the creative, the ad copy associated on the overlay of the ad, the primary headline text, and the body text of the actual ad when you go in and build the Facebook ad. And they start to put their minds together and go, hey, based on this creative, who they're targeting or who we think they're targeting, we are going to put it in front of who we believe is the best audience. And when that audience we believe responds, who's in market for what it is that they're selling based on the intent of the ad and the stage of the funnel that this ad is promoting, we're going to put it in front of that audience, and we're going to get reinforced that we're doing a good job of doing this whenever somebody clicks on it, engages with it, or even better, purchases or completes your conversion action, whether it be a lead or a purchase. And so all that to say, if you want to have solid targeting and solid results on Facebook ads in 2026, it comes down to your creative and your ability to make sure that you're communicating very clearly who you're wanting to target and what stage of the funnel they're in. And so let me just show you a couple examples of brands doing this really well. Well, for example, you have this company, it's called Rise Superfoods. Essentially, they're a healthier, like coffee alternative brand. And they have several different customer profiles. They target people who go to the gym. They target stay-at-home moms. And in this one, you'll see they're targeting older women in the menopause phase, right? And so they're very specific. They don't just say, hey, are you tired of drinking coffee? Or attention all coffee drinkers. It's very, very specific. And that is the whole point. You want to target in your ads, you want to have copy and creative that's very specific to a persona who could likely benefit from your product or service. So again, from this one, it's actually a video, and I'm not going to play the full video, but she goes in to explain, hey, I used to have these problems in menopause, and ever since I started taking this product, it has solved XYZ problem. So it's getting people solution aware and problem aware of a problem they didn't even know existed. So it's not normal, ladies, to struggle with XYZ through menopause. I didn't know that until I started taking this product. Again, it's getting an audience, a persona, older women, problem aware of, hey, I didn't know that menopause was supposed to be easy like this woman's saying. And then it's getting them solution aware. Well, the only way we're able to actually have an easy menopause phase is to take this product, right? And so you have ad number one that does a great job appealing to this audience. Here's another ad that this brand had running as well for that very same persona. Menopause is no joke, but this helps. And then it goes through all the ingredients of the product, and it has a solid offer. And so if you can mix an offer with the ability to isolate and be very clear on who it is you're speaking to and the benefit of it, golden. That is essentially how you will grow your Facebook ad account without a doubt. That's how you will improve efficiency and scale with your ad account. So hope this all makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions and we'll go from there.